Good morning, it's Devorah. It's InStory Live, and I'm coming to you from Nehalem, Oregon, a little tiny town on the coast of Oregon, and we've escaped for a day. And so I was originally going to be coming on with Veronica Cresto. Now we will do that at another time, and I didn't come on at my usual 9 a.m. So right now I am going to come with just a few of this morning's insights that have come to me. I took some time to sit and do that inner work. And I've been asking the question often, can we let ourselves take the time in nature, inside, in our quiet beings, away from the busyness of life? Can we give that to ourselves without feeling like we shouldn't really be doing it? We should be doing something more productive. I've been asking the question, like the value that our culture puts on the doingness as opposed to the beingness of life. And so my husband is doing some writing, and I was gonna get up and just zip right on out to get a hike in, to get my run in, to get going, and I didn't. Instead, I said, wait a minute. I'm gonna slow myself down, go quiet. And even when I went quiet, I felt the sense that there's another level of that going quiet, and that had to do with breath, with actually taking my breath to take me down into an even deeper place. And so I want to offer this thought to you. So I did that. I kind of stopped. I used my breath to get quiet. And then, what came to me, of course, was use your own process. Hi, Felicity. Use your own process on yourself. If you follow me, you know I have a really super cool, really easy, really powerful process. The InStory Way process has the acronym STATE. So it's stop and breathe. Get to that deep place, then think about it, and then you ask and you trust what you get. And it's this obviously that's not going to give you a sense of how to do it, but it allows you to get around your blocks, your try harder mind, your overthinking, whatever all that is for each of us. And so I did that, and I got a concept that has come to me before called unfolding. And it has a lot of different ways you can think about it, but part of it is unfolding from the constricted complexities that have held us contained. And then I really felt the sense of the like I often talk about, my year-long InStory Way group program is like a form of unschooling. We are unschooling ourselves out of our old habits and our old ways. And so then it was like the undoing and the unlocking, right? That undoingness of the old constriction. So this is kind of what I've been thinking about this morning. And the breath kind of gives you the freedom to breathe yourself into this new paradigm, a new way of being. So part of it, I'm always teaching about pause, notice, and shift. And that pause is the breath. Stopping everything, breathing, and in that deeper place of stillness, you become able to notice what was your automatic. What's your automatic part of you that holds you stuck, tight, constricted, whatever that is. And then you can choose. Sometimes I call it pause, notice, and shift, or pause, notice, and choose. And I remember when this came to me, and I had the feeling I was upset about something. I thought, I can't choose to not be upset because I am upset. But if you pause that upset just for even a moment, and you breathe, and you get a little more neutral, you become able to notice more about it, and you do actually end up having a choice. We have more choice than we realize, but in order to exercise that choice, it requires us to get out of the automatic response. That might be an oblivious response or an emotionally triggered response. So either way, being able to stop, notice, and shift or choose really is powerful. And if you're watching the InStory show right now, today, the video that is live today is Veronica Cresto, and hopefully I'll get her on live sometime today. But she gives some very powerful tips on how to handle triggers, how to shift when you get triggered. And it's very significant to be able to do this, because when we get triggered, it's when we become our least best. Right? You're triggered, and then your responses are not by choice. So I want you to think today about your ability to pause, just in whatever's happening. Pause the automatic, pause in the trigger, pause, breathe, use your breath to create that pause. And then feel that breath shifting you into a different state. In that pause, that's where you become able to notice something new, and then you can make a different choice. It's also the process for how you get your particular wisdom and insights that you can offer the next person, and I'm all about that. I believe we have something to say. And learning to trust. In fact, that's actually where I started this morning, was to let go of the old and trust the new. So I hope this will inspire you. I'm gonna, this will be on my personal page. As for those, probably will go onto my website, wherever you find this. And I'll also, I'll be putting this in the InStory show. So if you are currently watching this while watching the InStory show, then, reflect on Veronica's interview, as well as this concept of what do you do when you get triggered? How do you get off of automatic? And how do you, and then I want you to try, actually, this small process. And if you go into Veronica, she has her really amazing 4 steps, similar to mine, but not exactly the same, for how to handle a trigger. And I'm all about how do you pause, notice, make a new choice. And we want to know how you're doing, what you're thinking. Are you trying out some of these techniques, and are they helping you? Now, this whole series about how us creative, sensitive, intuitive, empathic types, how we are regrouping and becoming able to use these traits and gifts as our strengths. And we want to know, how are you doing with this? If you're watching this, you're not part of the InStory show, you can join. Just go to InStoryShow.com and you'll be able to register, and we will be replaying all the interviews at the end, so don't worry if you missed something. All right? So take this to heart. Let me know how you're doing. And as always, remember to go out in the world, share your story, live your purpose, and be a blessing. Bye, folks.